Hello and welcome back to Orwell. I'm not really sure what we need to be doing at this point. It says objective solved. I think the remaining objective is to add all hideout locations, but that feels bad. Because I mean, maybe that's sort of the whole point, which, as I've mentioned before, the game is not exactly subtle. But there's an obvious failure of due process and justice and things here. So for them to just be like, we need to find this person regardless of data, that would suggest other information. We need to submit these anyway. Really? Not a word about these, huh? I'm gonna feel pretty dumb if I submit all of these and nothing happens. Really? That's really shitty. It's just like submit all of the GPS things. Joseph, they released me. I'm free to go. Can't believe it. I mean, we're worried about time and we're listening in on personal phone calls. I got an achievement for that. Not really sure why. So what? We've got 2 phone numbers, a picture, a nickname, an email. The fact that he looked up Benjamin Costigan before writing his... Wait, hold on. This is banned. We must be more vigilant. If he really has revolutionary views, then encouraging people to be more vigilant, while a decent misdirect, also is deliberately counterproductive. So I need to surprise my girlfriend today. Hold on. This is so weird because it was literally yesterday and the day before. Wait, how is it? No, this is... Hold on, something's fucked up. Oh, no, it's just the way this is formatted. So this is an earlier post of his. So this is from 2 days ago. This is the new post. So Marka... There's nothing of note. But... he was hanging out with her at 10 a.m. yesterday. So why does he have... Need to surprise my girlfriend. I mean, it doesn't have a time, which it should. He looked up... Hold on. He looked up the information after this was posted? No. No, it's just that the home page is automatically has the thing at the top. Where's my phone? Well, why can't we use this site to know where his phone is now? Or does he have the phone back? Hologram public photo gallery. I don't think that's not the same. Well, no, it would be popping up here anyway, but there's the media site from, like, yeah, of course, the only relevant one is from Cassandra. Seems like if we're that concerned with pictures, checking out his photo profile might be a good resource. Why Dixon? Does that lead us anywhere? Before I just submit it? I don't know. That's not her work mail address. That's her old school address. Wait a minute. This is from a year ago. Why the fuck do I care about her email address from a year ago? She works at Rosentech now. She's not at the university. She probably doesn't even have this email anymore. I fucking hope this is relevant. Related documents found. A Night to Remember, published in April 2016 by Dixon. Our protest at Selgin was a lively gathering of open-minded people. Students, teachers, professors, and others formed a bright and colorful crowd. Abraham asked me to join Thought, join an activist group. Did we already read this one? Harrison and Nina left the event planning to me. Me, who had never done anything close to this before. Abraham and I were closely tied to Stelgen University. My suggestion was to organize a peaceful protest there, slowly raise awareness among students. I feel like we've read this before. So what is... So they got into a relationship and then out of one in less than a year. Which is, I mean, certainly not unheard of, but seems accelerated for the arc of the relevant things. Yeah, but is this relevant to anything? Why are we looking at this again? What do I need to dismiss? Was that it? Just, I needed to see that? Presumably they're not going to any of their houses. For some reason we don't have an address for this, and they're not using any of the data I've submitted to look up. I don't know. Don't you have a Google Maps equivalent thing here that you can look up these places on? This seems really easy. I know I'm supposed to be the analyst, but apparently I don't have access to the internet. So I can only look up super specific things. So has worked out a plan involving Initiate. So are we trying to just... Is this the relevant one? Because... I mean, this is wrong. He's worked out a plan involving Initiate. He's in contact with Initiate. But we know or presume that Gunther is dead. We did got... Hold on. What was the confirmation that... I wish we could work backwards, because I'm trying to remember how we confirmed that it was an obituary, right? Was that all it was? Do we have indication of a body? Do we actually have confirmation of whether or not Gunther/Abraham is alive? The only firm-ish confirmation we have that somebody is impersonating him is that he has a series of correspondence that is not in keeping with his previous viewpoints that he espoused earlier in previous years, which is pretty damning. But the only other thing is a single email sent from Harrison's phone this morning, which is not when we received the email. We received the email at least a day ago. I think 2 days ago, in fact. This was posted a year ago. I really don't think it's relevant. And we've been fighting for days over who actually planned this thing, and at no point has it actually really been relevant. They were both party to the planning, so... So I think we can write off entry 7 there. I think we can write this off because who cares that he's the former admin. We know he's somewhat technologically competent, and that's not really relevant to anything as far as I can tell. Until we get more information. This could be relevant. That seems like one of the closest things to relevance. This doesn't seem relevant because it seemed redundant to things we already knew. This doesn't seem relevant because who cares about Marka's situation? We haven't been in... We have photos of her and aren't even submitting those, so I think it's safe to assume they're not relevant. This email doesn't seem like it ought to be relevant, but I am not willing to write it off completely just yet. This seems redundant to knowing that he was in contact with Initiate, who did the hack and helped release the information. We're gonna fucking try this, because this is the closest thing. This is the closest thing to something that actually submits, gets us a new link somewhere. And we get nothing for it. Alright, the last thing we're gonna do, I think, is try this one. So they're going to try and attack Orwell once again. Well, let them come. What? How do you figure that from that information? That's terrible. And it gets us nowhere. Are we submitting these phone numbers because they're going to be on a call? Doesn't seem like it should be the way they're doing it, seeing as he emailed Initiate an IP address. But maybe they're dialing into a multi-network phone service or something. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I guess I don't know what else we would do. So I think we'll do that next time. See you guys then.